What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Please hit the like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit them notifications so that you're able to get all of my content and as well as all of my videos. Want to give a shout out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing communities. Also want to get that shout out to the subs that's been rocking with me. Both my day ones and as well as my new subs that's helping the growth of this channel, okay? And y'all just go ahead and rewind this back, play it back, you know what I'm saying, when you get time. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight in. They're not sending out no notifications anyway, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do my thing. What's up with it, man? I see you in here, Ted. Now, listen, man, everybody's been uh talking all this stuff about D'Lo. Now, I was critical of D'Lo. The last live that I did talk about the Nuggets facing the Lakers in that first game, okay? But I kind of wanted to be balanced about the whole thing. But since the media wants to sit up here and they want to downplay LeBron and what he did in the fourth quarter and his lack of shooting, and on top of that, the seven turnovers that he had. I'm gonna go ahead and go in on it myself, but more importantly, I'm gonna go in on him about him bitching at D'Lo for not doing what he was supposed to do. Now, look, D'Lo, as I said before, and I said this even before they had played, D'Lo can't have any more games like that. I did not say that. I said that right, Ted. Did not say that, subs, okay? Just correct me if I'm wrong. What I said is that the role players have to step up, and D'Lo cannot have a game like he did in Sacramento. And what did he do? He ended up, having a game like that. Now, true enough, he played better than what he did when he was, when they played in the Western Conference Finals last year. But the thing about it is he can't shoot, 6 for 20. That's not gonna cut it. But you can't sit up there and go in on D'Lo when you got 7 turnovers, when you're not attempting a shot, and on top of that, you're going absent in the fourth quarter. With you being, the quote unquote savior and everything, right? But this is my thing. It's how you do it. Okay, listen. We understand what's at stakes here. We understand that the Lakers cannot get swept, and really they cannot lose. And everybody talking about, oh yeah, well if they get a game, they'll go out on their shield. No, if they lose, you're still going to get the smoke because guess what? There's going to be a whole bunch of excuses with everybody else besides LeBron. Okay, and I'm just here to call it what it is. You want to sit up here and you want to blame and bitch and whine and cry and moan and stuff like that, during that game. No, what you're supposed to do, handle that stuff, in either the locker room or after the game. Don't sit up there and do it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to do that. Look, I don't mind, a leader getting on their players right then and there. But at that point in time, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use that energy to channel that and take that out on the opponent. Well, the thing about it is, be nice. What's up with it? Haven't seen you in a while, but the thing about it is we already know that. Okay, we already know that. Listen, he hasn't been a great defender. Okay, we already know that he hasn't been a great defender. What's up with it, Brown Sugar? We already know that. Okay, but the thing about it is you're not making it no better with the turnovers and stuff. Now, I find it odd that everybody wants to give D'Lo all this smoke and everything, but guess what? When LeBron was absent, guess what? Guess who stepped up? It was D'Lo averaging 22.5 points. It was D'Lo when D'Lo is not playing. Guess what? The team really doesn't do all that well as everybody think they do. Because if you go look at their record without D'Lo, their record isn't all that great. But if you look at their record when LeBron don't play and it's just D'Lo and coupled with the fact of some other role players, and then you got AD in there, and you have D'Lo able to take charge. Guess what? He plays a lot better. Everybody knows that. Okay, on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to get on Darvin Ham and stuff like that. Look, man, Darvin Ham actually did a decent job, especially with the adjustments and everything. But he just listen. Mike Malone is a coaching savant. Okay, listen, you're going up against a champion. What I'm saying is that you have to go out there and execute. It's just like with Doc Rivers in this situation with the Milwaukee Bucks and everything, right? Listen, I understand what some of the fellas are saying now. Listen, after a while, you have to go out there and you have to execute. We can't always be blaming Ham, blaming Doc Rivers and stuff like that. And that's what they did. They did that, with the Bucks. But we're not talking about the Bucks. We are talking about the Lakers. And the Lakers do have to step up. As I told everybody, you're not going to beat the defending champs, much less you're not going to beat them at the style that you have when you have 5 to 6 guys that could get you 20. When you have at least 5, well, I would say 4 guys on there that are pretty much good defenders. MPJ, he's no scrub on defense. Okay, Jamal Murray, he makes an effort on defense, and then don't get me started with KCP and Aaron Gordon. What's up with it, Lemon Pepper Lou? I see you in the building. You said I can't believe Magic Johnson put the blame on the role player. Well, that's what the media is gonna do. That's what the media is going to do. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody else's fault. Never said flap a lot. Mike Malone is the future Hall of Famer. He's already a Hall of Famer. He's been a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? And if he gets another ring, which they probably will, if everybody's banking on the Celtics to be in there, if he does it again, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. What's up with it, Matt Moses? I see you in here. But yeah. LeBron does it, man. He deserves I like the majority of the blame. Okay, if you're gonna sit up there, you're going, oh man, how come you ain't do this? How you ain't do that? How come you keep turning the ball over? Okay, how come you keep turning the ball over? You going absent. Listen, now the elbow thing could have been real, could have been fake, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But in this case right here, as you being the quote unquote face of the league, as you being the greatest of all time, like people say, and all this other stuff, people expect more from you. Now, I hate to do this. I really hate to do this. Okay, I hate to do this. I know some people gonna get all mad, get all in their feelings, but go ahead, leave that in the trunk of your car. Okay, listen. Had that been Kobe, Kobe would have relished this opportunity, whether he was hurt, whether he feeling bad, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, Nola? Make sure y'all go sub to the my partner, Nola James. Hope everything good for you. 504. Hey, matter of fact, James, man, my partner, man, he gave me some crawdads, some crawfish the other day, bruh. Man, fire. It was litty. Shout out to Noya. Shout out to all 17 wards out in the 504. Shout out to, the Magnolia, the Melf, you know what I'm saying? The Calliope, you know what I'm saying? Uptown, down, everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Baton Rouge. Shout out to, Alexandria, Shreveport, all of the boot, okay? And go sub to Nola James. Anyway, to get back to what I was talking about, I hate to do this, okay? But I'm going to do it anyways. If that had been Kobe, Kobe would have relished that opportunity, whether he was hurt, tied up his fingers when he had a damn near broken finger or whatever, sprained his ankle at a 90 degree, still want to play. Shit, tore his Achilles still. Man, they had to force him to try to to try not to shoot that free throw. He said, "God damn it, I'm still gonna shoot it." LeBron's supposed to be that guy. Man, listen, I want LeBron. Listen. If LeBron would just had that mentality to say, look, I don't want you shooting the ball. Give me the goddamn ball and shoot it and shoot it and shoot it and still lead the way. And let's say they lost by 1 or 2, but, he had a stat line, but he was doing everything that he could, both on defense and on offense. Well, guess what? I wouldn't be that mad at him. But you sitting up there getting mad. Man, Jordan, yes, he going to get infuriated with his teammates, but he going to be like, you know what, that's all right. He going to suck it up, and he going to take his energy, and he going to apply it to somewhere else, and he going to channel his energy. You know, that's a part of being a leader. Yeah, exactly. That's a part of being a leader. You got to be a leader. Look, he's going to get the smoke from me. Now, look, it's not, like I said, D-Lo, he do got to play better. I've said that before. I said that, Nola, Lemon Pepper, Brown Sugar, everybody be nice that's up in here, Ted. I said that the role players have to step up. And one of the things that I said is D-Lo shoots like he shot when he was in Sacramento, then guess what? You're going to get the smoke. Now you're on the biggest stage. You are playing against a team where they clowning you. You are playing against a team where you lost 8 straight, now 9 straight. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't have been no better if you played Sacramento, because you would have got the same kind of torment. Yeah, Austin Reeves too. Everybody. Austin Reeves, Rui, everybody. Okay, all of the role players, they have to step up. So you can't just be getting on D-Lo. That's what the media gonna try to do. D-Lo he hadn't really even played all that bad. He had a bad game at the wrong time, okay? But, you know, go ahead, get back out there, be aggressive. If it would be better if D-Lo maybe didn't shoot as much, but he was giving the effort on the defensive end. Because I'm all right with that. If you have a game where, let's say you shoot like 5 or 15 or something like that, but you got like 5 or 6 steals, you're drawing charges, okay, you cutting people off, you diving on the floor, you got some rebounds, you got like 8, 9, 10 assists, I'm all right with that. And who does that sound like sometimes? A lot of people don't know that that's what Brunson used to do. I said used to do while he was in Dallas or whatever. Now his shot has got a little better. His percentage has got a little better. That's what Brunson used to do. A lot of people don't know. If you paid attention to what Brunson did, he's a point guard where if things ain't working on the offensive end, guess what he could do? He's so much more valuable in other places. Mr. Role Player. Put this team together. D-Lo has to play on eggshell. Yeah, I mean, he can't play comfortable while he's around LeBron. That's not going to happen. But at the same token, like I said, you're going to have to suck that shit up, and you're going to have to just play. You one of the ones that got in LeBron's face. You were the one that, you were the one that didn't mind giving LeBron the smoke. So just go ahead. I mean, shoot, you here? This is what you wanted? AD, I can't be mad at him. We can't, listen, nobody can say nothing about AD, okay? I don't want to hear none of these memes about AD and none of that other stuff. AD, like I said, has been the best player. That's why I said with Paul Pierce, him talking about, oh yeah, LeBron, he'll be the undeniable or undisputed GOAT and all this other stuff. Well, you can't do that this season because AD has been the best player. AD has been the most consistent. AD hasn't missed no games. AD ain't been on the floor crying like Ezel. God rest AJ Johnson's soul. Listen, man, you have got to be aggressive, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive like you did when you was against the Pistons. You know, that one time. You know, that's really the time that I could think. You got to be aggressive, man. Like, if you mess up, and like how you were doing with, with the Cavs, and you were down 3-1 and stuff like that, you got to have this type of aggression right now. Now, I know everybody going to bring up this excuse, 39 years old, all this other stuff. Listen, yeah, if he's 39 years old and he's fucking up, then guess what? Then people gonna be like, oh yeah, well, no, he's 39 years old. No, because then when you fucking up and you 39 years old too, we're gonna be like, okay, well, what? You gotta hold that guy to the same standard. I don't want to hear about this 39 years old. Now, nigga, you 39 years old. Kareem was 38. Still playing for championships and stuff like that. I don't want to hear nothing about that old shit. You say your Sixers need to get it together. No, Joel Embiid needs to get it together. Okay, we got everything. That's why Tyrese Maxey he's up for most improved player. No, we're straight. Okay, what you don't know is that Joel is hobbled. That's who needs to get it together. Nick Nurse is going to make an adjustment, but we're not talking about. I'll make another video for that since you want to do that. And next time, go ahead and pull up Mr. Laid Back. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, I'm not laid back at all. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm kind of hyped. You know what I'm saying? I got the juju. I got the energy. You know what I'm saying? What they say? Energy, synergy. But we're going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Joel is not 100%. Do I want him to play? No. Sit your ass down. You sitting up in there trying to throw like this the goddamn dunk contest and shit like that off the board, and then you land funny and shit like that. Motherfucker, you 2 weeks removed from a goddamn surgery. Man, excuse me, man. Nola James, I can't talk on this mug like I used to. But Nola knows how I get down, man. Listen, bro. They got to play better. They got to play better. You're 39 with juice. We don't know that, man. I ain't gonna get into that topic or whatever. But he's here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get on that. He's here now. Now you know what's at stakes. They were making fun of you at the championship parade, talking about Lil Daddy, all this other stuff. AD is showing up. AD playing like he wants the championship. AD's actually playing like he has something to prove. The last couple of years, it hadn't been like that. The last couple of years, everybody been on AD. Everybody was calling AD everything but a child of God. To me, he really scared to fail. No dunk contest. Explains everything. Yeah, man. I mean, look, bro. At the end of the day, it ain't even really all about that dunk contest either, James. I'm going to tell you what it is, man. It's about accountability, okay? It's about accountability. You got to be able to take accountability for your own actions, for you messing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe, as much as they down Kobe, as much as they talk trash about him, how his practice style was and stuff like that, getting on his teammates and stuff like that, guess what he would say? He said, I'll take full accountability for everything. At the press conferences and everything. That's what you got to do. Talk about it. If you, man, 7 turnovers, that's not good. We know he's not a leader. It don't take no genius to figure that out. Who you think was a leader on the last championship team that y'all had? It was Rondo. Rondo was the leader. Rondo held everybody accountable. Okay? Now, it's all right to go at your teammates. If you're going to do that behind closed doors, or do that, like, you know, you've seen him do that, you know, several times on the bench or whatever. People are going to get into it over the bench. Save that for the locker room. Save that for the locker room. Man, doing that out on national television and stuff like that, nah, you can't be arguing and crying and talk about, oh yeah, you know, up in here Muppet babies and all this other stuff when you got 7 turnovers. When you ain't showing up in the fourth quarter. You said Kobe stood on business and put his arm around his teammate. Yeah, but a lot of people, they like to downplay that. Yeah, you can't be, you know, flinging your arms every time something go bad or something like that, you know? You said LeBron James is the same person who used to use the media to put the blame on somebody else. Well, yeah, that's nothing new. That's nothing new. But like I said, man, you got to hold. If they go down 0-2, and I disagree with, I think, who was it? I think it was Shannon Sharp. He was up in there saying that they still got a chance or whatever when they go down 2-0. They go down 2-0, it's over with. It's over with. You know, the Nuggets are not to be played with. You have to come punching the Nuggets in their mouth. LeBron flops on top of getting a superstar car. Well, you know what? Everybody flops, though. You know what I'm saying? But it's just... you know, doing it to a whole nother magnitude and stuff and crying about the refs and stuff like that. What you think Nick Nurse did to Joel Embiid? That's why Joel Embiid respects a guy like Nick Nurse. You know what Nick Nurse said? Quit bitching and whining about the referees. You know? Everybody was doing their job with the exception of LeBron, D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, and them other guys. Everybody else was doing their job. Y'all had a chance to ice the game. I don't want to hear none of this stuff about blaming D'Lo and stuff like that. All of y'all had a chance. You win as a team, you lose as a team. But all this finger pointing and stuff like that, no, you got to take accountability for your damn self. If they lose 4-0, you got to blow the Lakers up. Man, you know that's what they're going to do, but they ain't going to do it, Lou. They not going to do it. Make sure y'all go sub up to Lemon Pepper Lou, man. I keep always forgetting about Lemon Pepper Lou. Make sure y'all go sub to Lemon Pepper Lou. Because we got, we already in the baseball, man. Football will be here before you know it. Yeah, they're not going to blow it up. You know what I'm saying? They're just not going to do it. They're going to make another excuse. They're going to make another excuse for him. But on this channel, I'm not going to make no excuses. Do I give LeBron credit? Yeah, I do. Am I one of them hardcore LeBron haters that always, have something to say with him every 5 minutes? No. But in this case, you got to get the smoke. And if you get swept this time, yes, to me, in my opinion, it will be a hit on your legacy. It will. It will. No questions about it. Because you can't sit up there and you going through all this stuff, all this motion through the season and stuff. You want to try to get Darvin Ham fired. You sitting and pouting and mad because you can't get nobody there and stuff. Now you done got here on the stage where this is your opportunity to show people what you need to do. This is your opportunity. Y'all wanted to smoke. Y'all wanted to smoke. Now the smoke is here. The fire is here. Now it's up to you to put that fire out. Credit to you. Y'all started off good in the first half. Damn near almost 3/4. But here come the Joker. Here come the Joker. Here comes the other team too. You can't. Mix with the cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. Like what did ARAB say? Y'all remember ARAB? He said, "Man, I seen him do it. I seen him do it. Look, I seen him do it." So we can't sit up here like when I say that, man, I've seen him with the turnovers. I've seen him absent from the fourth quarter. I've seen all of that. Okay, I was gonna leave it alone, but the fact that everybody's sitting up in here blaming D'Lo, no, it's not just D'Lo. Yes, D'Lo, he didn't play that good, but if you're gonna give D'Lo that smoke, you got to give LeBron the smoke too. LeBron, he in there too. He's not exempt from no kind of smoke in this situation. D'Lo, Rui, Reeves, all of them. Yeah, Prince, everybody. And to be, to lose a lead like that. Okay, it's all right to lose a lead, but get your head back up in the game. Because listen, if the Clippers would have lost, that lead, guess what? They would have got the same smoke. They would have got the same smoke. If the Clippers would have lost that lead against the Mavericks because you started to see like, what they got within, I think, what was it, 15 or something like that, and Luka started hitting shots and Kyrie and all that other stuff, if they would have came back, they would have got the same smoke. You said LeBron is too easy making Instagram video with the son, calling himself to go. Yeah, but we know that, yeah, and this is the guy, I thought he shut social media down during the playoffs. That you should have stuck with that method. You shouldn't even be focused on any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Kawhi Leonard, he don't be focused on no doggone social media. Yeah, man, listen, your whole thing is to try to get a championship back to the City of Angels. You know what I'm saying? If you got to do everything that you can, if you you got to do everything that you can, man. Ain't nobody focused on no social media, man. You worried about the gram and all that other stuff. No, man, dog. Do you like really on the gram? You should be. I guess you don't care what anybody's saying about you, but damn, everybody talk. Everybody, listen. These fans are livid right now, and listen. Let's just call it what it is. Denver is a rival. Whether people want to believe it or not, Denver is a rival. They're not like a rival like Boston or anything like that. But when we think about the times of when Kobe had to go to Denver and stuff like that, and how they were booing, man, you should use that as motivation. When you think about when y'all got swept last season, you should use that as motivation. When you think about the fact that they got that Larry O'Brien and you don't, you should use that as motivation. But you can't run away. You can't get comfortable with a team like Denver. They're a force to be reckoned with. I've been saying that time and time again. They're not a team that you could just go to sleep on. I know their game is boring. I know they're not fun to watch. I know they're not entertaining. But you got to go on. But I don't like the fact that D'Lo is the only one getting smoked. Nah, you got to give everybody else the smoke, including yourself. Take accountability for yourself, man. Take accountability for yourself. Nah, not losing no 9 games or whatever, man. If I got to get one damn game up in here, especially, man, it's the playoff. Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes. If you got to, if you got to scrap, man, if you got to fight, if you got to pull dudes down, if you got to, hell, if you got to use some dirty tactics in this case, you know what I'm saying? As long as don't nobody get hurt, whatever it takes, yeah. Ain't that what R.I.P. Rich Piana? Ain't that what they used to say? The bodybuilding cat? Whatever it takes. And in this case, that's whatever it takes. But he's talking about he'll regroup and all this other stuff. Denver gonna come out with the same motion. It's pretty much cut and dry. Denver does the same thing every single time. You're just not gonna be able to beat it. Only difference that could happen when you talk about Denver is that one guy could be flourishing that night. All of them could be flourishing at that night. Sometimes it could just be Joker with a collective of the guys putting in doubles here and there, or double figures here and there. But other than that, Denver does the same thing every single time. It's like when when they talk about Giannis, he does the same thing every time. But can you stop it? That's the same thing with Denver. Can you stop it? And I know it frustrates opponents. Yeah, but he got to man. We got to get a smoke to LeBron, man. That nigga, he got to come out there and. Matter of fact, how many? What's up with it, Will? I see you in here, man. Sports topics. I see you in here, bro. I appreciate it, man. And look, I don't mind if anybody disagree with me, but that's just how I feel. If you tell me that, hey, I think it was all D'Lo's fault and not LeBron's fault, I won't be mad at you, but you got to see where I'm coming from. Yeah, like, you might feel that way, but at the same token, it's a way of going about it. You can't sit up here and be like, okay, yeah, it's all D'Lo's fault. You know what I'm saying? And then just chew him out. No, because if you chew D'Lo out, you got to chew Rui out. You got to chew Austin Reeves out, and you got to chew your damn self out, because turnovers is a big deal. Turnovers is a big deal. Turnovers and shooting a horrible percentage, or not even. That's some stuff that Ben Simmons would do. I don't know about the turnovers, but as far as not attempting shots, that's some Ben Simmons type shit. Let's just be honest. That's horrible. But see, if AD was to play horrible, guess what? Everybody would be all on AD. Everybody, matter of fact, I believe in the back of my mind, I believe that there was people that wanted AD to play bad just so that they could, go in on him. Nope, couldn't do it this time. On the road in the playoffs, your superstar players have to do more and not depend on role players. Exactly. Facts. Facts, Will. Facts. I put I gave you a wrench, Will, man, because I seen you in here before, man. But that's what I'm saying. You, no matter what, and listen, I want to make this very clear again. I want to make it abundantly clear. It's not about scoring. It's not about scoring. Because look at Chet Holmgren last night. Chet Holmgren only had 15 points, but guess what? He did a good job on the defensive rebound. You know what I'm saying? Like Valanciunas, even though they lost, Valanciunas only had 13 points, but guess what? He had 20 rebounds. Yeah, not at this point, man, listen, Ted. At this point, a bag don't matter. In the playoffs, that bag stuff, that don't matter. Because Michael Jordan was trying all that bag shit against the Supersonics, and guess what? GP wasn't having it. Nate McMillan and them, they wasn't having it. They were smothering Jordan, and he shot horrible that series against the Supersonics. I always use that reference because, but guess what? Guess how he overcame? He was able to do other things, and it came through with that boy, Dennis Rodman. They don't talk about that. So all that bag, does he have all these moves and stuff like that? Nah. That's why, you got to appreciate a guy like Joker because he's geared for the playoffs. He's trying to. Everything is just simple. Just pass the ball, just get the rebounds, and just. Do the simple shit that matters. You know what I'm saying? All this looking pretty, flying in the air, all that other stuff. Nah, that Joker don't need to do none of that. Look, just give me the trophy at the end of the year. That's all we want. So he could go to go back home and go drink his beer and go clown Luka. And go clown the other Slovenians about how he got a ring and they don't. That's all you need to do. And then on top of that, Joker ain't no punk either. Run up on Joker. You see what Jay Crowder did? Jay Crowder thought he was an enforcer. He was gonna be running up on everybody. Yeah, we know you from Georgia. ATL shorty. Guess what? Joker said, "Nah, you want some?" Marquise Morris tried to run up on Joker. Guess what? He wasn't having it. Try to push Joker. Man, Joker like one of them dudes, man, that be, you go into a business office and stuff. You have them old 6'11" guys that, from Turkey and all that stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What you don't know is that them guys will body you. They'll pick you up and body slam you and shit. Yeah, man, run up on Joker. You might think, oh, man, Joker's a punk just because his English ain't good or whatever. Man, that dude will lay you out. You'll end up having brain problems for the rest of your life fucking with him. That's why, man, I laugh at that sort of thing. You think just because he quiet, don't really say nothing and all the others, those are the ones that you got to watch out for. Yeah, he goes there. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, his brothers. Yeah, his brothers is crazy. His brothers gonna ride for him too. Hey, I'm glad you mentioned that, Lou. Yeah, his brothers gonna ride for him. Hey, look, man, when what's his name, Marcus Morris, pushed him, they was ready for the smoke. They were ready for the smoke, man. Thinking you going, man, just because this dude ain't doing all these fancy, dribbling through the legs and ain't dunking on people and stuff like that, like this dude is a punk or something like that. No. But I'm not trying to get too off topic, but basically what I'm saying is, man, y'all know what's at stakes here, okay? The Lakers, y'all wanted to smoke. AD wants to smoke. He playing like he wants to smoke. He trying to put the fire out. Yeah, man, you listen, you wanted to smoke. You got Mike Malone in your face. You got Joker in your face. You got Jamal Murray, you got him in your face. You got Aaron Gordon here. Everybody here, you know, you and Aaron Gordon, y'all had y'all little issues or whatever, man. Use that as motivation. Get a little chippy, man. Man, stop acting so friendly, man. Like, you know, make it a little interesting. You know what I'm saying? Brown Sugar, like, sometimes you got to be like, man, get off me, man. I don't want to shake your hand. You know what I'm saying, Ted? Like, smack somebody in the back of their head. Just to get irritated, man. You know, that's why you appreciate a guy like Derrick Brooks, man. Make it interesting. You know what I'm saying, Lou? You got like in football or whatever, you know, be like Indomitable Sue and step on their helmet, man, when you tackle them or something. Man, stop being so well, we gotta be all tentative. Man, this is our daddy, Pauls. We scared of them. They done swept us. They're 0-8. Man, shut up and get up out of there, man. Man, they need some. Listen, what you need to do, man, dog, pull somebody. Listen, as much as y'all hate Draymond, you need Draymond in a situation like this. Make the game interesting. Make your opponent, get in your opponent's psyche. That's why, like, a lot of people, you know, they were wondering why Ryan Garcia won and stuff like that. Is because he got into Devin Haney's psyche. It's a psychology thing. It's mental too. If the Lakers don't win tonight, they might get swept. LeBron need 40, AD need 30 for them to win. Now look, Will, LeBron doesn't necessarily need 40. Okay, I want to make that clear. AD doesn't really even need 30. LeBron could have like 25, okay? But also you need to make sure that you're facilitating, but you need to also play smart and you need to know when to score. You had 27, but you only attempted 2 shots. If you got 20 or whatever, and you know it's the fourth quarter and y'all know y'all need this game, listen, man, you need to do everything that you can to try to score if your team ain't doing nothing and you know you down. And then also the turnovers. You can, yeah, it's all right for you to have 40, but you can't have 7 turnovers. Too many buddies, Lou. Yeah, man, get a little physical, get a little chippy. Like Lou to this day, he don't like the Detroit Pistons. Man, come on, you got to be competitive. Like Shea Gilchrist Alexander. Yeah, they young, they ain't got no experience, but that could actually work in their favor. You know why? Because they ain't never been there. It's like a kid that ain't never been to a water park before. They just happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? They just happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? And they like, wow. It's like when you get your, well, never mind. Let me shut up. I ain't gonna say that. You said the Lakers would win the next 2 at home. We'll see. Might not happen though, but they got it. We're not talking about at home, but I doubt if they do that because, like I said, Denver is good on the road. That's what you're not understanding. Denver is good on the road. They just as good on the road. Man, the only thing that I can see them doing is what they gonna say? They're gonna bring up mothers against drug driving against Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. already said, nigga, he got his brothers. That thing ain't phasing him. It didn't, man. Michael Porter Jr. ain't worried about his that stuff that happened with his brother. He's probably, man, right now he got a game to win. He already went out and said that on record. So, and I don't want to hear nothing about no referees and none of that other stuff. You got to play like New Orleans did last night against OKC. Yeah, they did not give up the fight. And see, Brandon, man, I'm so disappointed in Brandon Ingram, man. Brandon Ingram has just not been the same, man. I don't know what's going on with Brandon Ingram. No, he's not a bum. Ingram ain't no bum. Ingram can go. Ingram is not a bum. Ingram is a scorer, but I don't know what's going on with him. You said tonight's game is very important because Denver can still win in LA. That's why I said LeBron need a big game stat wise because you have to keep up with Denver and scoring. No. This is the thing. They got to play the complete opposite. See, I'm glad you brought that up, Will. I got you brought that up. I got you. You say he should have took the last shot, not the way man. He only had 12 points. C.J. McCullough has actually been in that situation before. C.J. McCullough has a good player off experience, but I understand what you're saying. But Ingram hasn't been on his shit lately. But they can't play the same game as Denver. They have to play opposite. You trying to run up and down, trying to play Denver's game, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. If you try to play that game, it's not going to work. You have to continue doing what you did in that first half. In the first half, guess what they were doing? They were being explosive. They were getting to the rack. They were doing everything. They were actually running in transition. They were pulling up. They were icing shots and everything. Then they lost that momentum. All right, y'all. Look, I gotta go. We're gonna talk about this a little bit later. Straight to the point. I appreciate everybody pulling up. Shouts out to the whole line then basketball community. Hit the like, share, subscribe. I'll get at y'all later.